U.S. test of a ground-launched Tomahawk cruise missile after withdrew from the INF Treaty. The U.S. military on August 18, 2019 successfully tested a ground-launched, intermediate-range nuclear-capable cruise missile. It's exactly the kind of missile that the 1987 Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, or INF, had banned before the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump in early August 2019 formally withdrew from the treaty. With INF dead, the world's nuclear balance is in flux. In the near term at least, it's clear that the United States and Russia intend to deploy shorter-range nukes. It seems unlikely that a new treaty will halt these deployments. The flight test of America's new conventionally configured, ground-launched cruise missile took place at San Nicolas Island in California, the Pentagon announced. The test missile exited its ground mobile launcher and accurately impacted its target after more than 500 kilometers of flight, the Defense Department stated. Data collected and lessons learned from this test will inform the Defense Department's development of future intermediate-range missile. The U.S. military previously deployed a ground-launched Tomahawk from 1983 to 1991. The missile type boasted warhead and a 1,600 miles range. INF compelled the Americans and Russians respectively to withdraw 400 to 1,500 ground-launched nuclear missiles with a range between 310 to 3,400 miles. Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin doomed INF and heralded the return of quick-striking intermediate missiles. The first sign that the 1987 agreement was in trouble came in 2011, when the administration of then U.S. President Barack Obama warned that new, intermediate-range nuclear-armed cruise missile under development in Russia since 2008 could violate the terms of the INF Treaty. The U.S. State Department in 2013 first raised the issue with the Kremlin. Later the same year, the White House formally announced that Russia was in violation of the treaty. The Americans were responsible for their own provocations. In 2015 the Pentagon began installing missile defenses in Romania. The SM-3 missile interceptors are designed to hit ballistic missiles. But the Russians viewed the SM-3s as a threat and cited them as an indication that the Americans were developing their own intermediate-range weapons. Sometime in 2017 the Russian military finally deployed its new intermediate-range missile, the SSC-8, at a site along Russia's western frontier. Meanwhile, the Trump administration advanced plans for a host of new nukes, including smaller tactical atomic weapons that the White House might be more willing to use than larger, more powerful strategic weapons. The United States could negotiate a new treaty to replace INF, Trump said in his February 2019 State of the Union address. And that treaty could include China, Trump claimed. Decades ago the United States entered into a treaty with Russia in which we agreed to limit and reduce our missile capabilities, Trump said in his speech. While we followed the agreement to the letter, Russia repeatedly violated its terms. That is why I announced that the United States is officially withdrawing. Perhaps we can negotiate a different agreement, adding China and others, Trump added, or perhaps we can't, in which case, we will outspend and out-innovate all others by far. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.